In this video, I'm going to show you how to connect custom agents with MCP connectors. So even if you never added an MCP connection to a custom agent, by the end of this video, you will. So in this video, I'm going to show you what it is, what you can do, and we will go over an example and test everything. For those who don't know me, my name is Leon. I've spent over 5,000 hours in Notion, and in my workspace, custom agents with connections are already running. So now let's take an example with an event created in your Notion calendar. Your tools are separated, and if you create an event, for example, for a meeting in your Notion calendar, you need to also go in your meeting notes database, there create a new entry and link these two. Now, if you connect a custom agent to Notion calendar, now your tools are connected, and if you create an event, the custom agent can create the meeting notes entry and link it to the event for you and more. By the way, the complete agent and the database that I use is available with the first link in the video description down below. Now, I gave you a very visual example, but what is MCP? MCP stands for Model Context Protocol, and is a standard way, in our case, for the custom agents to safely talk to other tools like Notion Mail, Notion Calendar, Slack, N8N, Miro, you name it, through a connector. So instead of your agent only being in Notion, MCP gives it real actions like reading, writing in connected tools. So TLDR, your custom agents can then access and use connected tools. Now let's directly jump in. I already created a custom agent with everything except the connection. So I have a Notion custom agent that I want to, if I add an event to my Notion calendar, that, and this is now the database, creates a new entry in this database, grabs the calendar ID, the date, and the attendees, and adds everything to that entry. And this is why I wrote here, you are my meeting notes to calendar, sync buddy, and so on. I say when an event got created for the properties and so on. So these are the instructions for the agent. Then I said you have no access to any other pages shared with everyone, but you have access to that database with can edit content. So entries can be added. Then I already selected a model, in this case GPT 5.4 Nano, and I also added these two trusted URLs. Now, yes, this is very basic, because here in this video, I just want to show what happens if an event gets created in Notion Calendar and then add an entry with the most basic properties. Now, you could go more granular, for example, here write only if the event has a conference link, or what if an event already exists and you just reschedule it, and so on. Now, my personal custom agent for this that runs in my workspace has a way longer instruction, more access to more databases and so on. But for this video, I really want to keep it as basic as possible because I want to show how these connections work and interact. So let's take a look at the connections tab here. And here you can see we have all these different options. We have different calendars. Newly added is Outlook. We have mail. Also here, the latest addition is Outlook. Then we have apps like Discord, Slack, Figma, just to name some, Miro, N8N, Stripe, and you can even, if the app, the tool that you want to connect is not featured here, you can even add a custom MCP server here if the tool that you want to connect isn't featured here. So now let's connect my calendar. Let's go to calendar, click on connect, and now my calendar is connected. Now, in terms of settings, go here. And this is what I would recommend. Of course, read and write, but then require confirmation. This is something that I like to keep. Now that we connected the calendar, we also need the trigger when an event is created. So go to add trigger, go to event created and then select the right calendar. Once you selected the calendar, go to add trigger, and here we now have our event created trigger. Now what you can also do is you can add multiple connections for one agent. I could go in here, for example, and also connect Figma, just as an example. Click here, connect the Figma MCP server. I could now connect Miro, go to Miro, click on connect, and then go through the process. It's pretty fast and easy. And then I have Miro connected. Now here I am in my Miro board creator that I want to build now over time, because I want to go back where I also include slideshows. And if you connect a third-party tool like Miro, so not something like Notion Calendar, Notion Mail, you actually have way more controls. Here I have the read tools, so where the agent can only read something, so it can't mess up something. These are the different options for Miro. You can toggle each one separately on or off. And then you can here, for example, say run automatically. And then if the agent wants to download an image, it can do it automatically. Then we have write tools. And this is where the agent could mess up something. You have 15 in total. For example, create a new board, create a diagram, or even things like delete code widget. And this is something by default, this is to always ask, because it depends on how comfortable or how sure you are that things will work out. But I prefer for write tools to always ask, then the agent will stop. It will ask me for permission, I can review it. And then if the agent, for example, wants to create a new board and I allow it after it asks, then it will go on and create it. Last but not least, we have resources, and this is the Miro Create preview that you can select here. This, of course, the options that you have will depend on the MCP connector that you choose. So this is basically it for this agent. Now back in our calendar event to Notion agent, let's put this to test. So let's switch to Notion calendar. So now here in Notion calendar, let's create an event here for 1 hour. Let's call it video live. We add a participant. We got the conferencing link. So let's click out here. And let's go to Notion. Now here in Notion, in the agent, you can see, now it's just created because my phone just died and I need to restart it. But you can see, click in here, event created, video live. Then it took 12 steps and then it created a page. So now let's move on to the database. And you can see we have video live, we have the calendar ID, we have the date, which is 1 hour, and we have the attendees. So everything worked perfectly fine. Again, the agent that we used and the database is available in the video description down below. Now, if you want this the other way around, so that you can connect the Notion MCP to another tool, watch this video over here where I connected Claude to Notion. Stay consistent. See you next time.